Should be good. Should be good. Okay, yeah. I think we are good. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the weekly reaction to Unordinary. Last week was a very, very interesting chapter. So last week, as we all know, welcome Grim, welcome buddy, good to see you, good to see you. Last week, as we all know, was a very, very interesting chapter. Farah and Valerie basically told Arlo everything. They told him like, hey, you betrayed the Bureau and like you tried to help them escape. And Arlo was like, why would I do that? I must be out of my damn mind. And like I said last week, I'm not mad at Arlo because like the context behind all of his actions and all of his decisions have been taken away from him. So they were both just like, the Bureau thinks you still have potential, so like, you know, you got a choice. You want your memories back? Welcome, Wheel, welcome. They're like, you want your memories back, or you wanna lose everything, big dog? And Arlo was like, bro, nah, like, fuck that, like, yo, I'm back in the game. I'm back in the game. Welcome, Solo, welcome. But yeah, so, and then after that, we met up with Cass for a little bit, and Cass was kind of like, oh man, something's going up with Arlo. Like something is going up with Arlo. It's not looking good. I don't know where his loyalties lie right now. His mind has been tampered with. And then Jackson, one of her I don't want to say underlings, but I guess like a member of her team, I assume, because he was working with her in one of the earlier episodes. He basically pulled up like, hey, we got an update on Orin, and she was like, oh, awesome, like let's get to it, like what's the update? And he was just like, well, we found that, and there's a picture of Candace just kind of walking around, and he was like, we found her walking around. So she was just like, okay, track them, but if you encounter Orin, if you find Orin, do not do anything. Like this guy, like we have no idea how many people he has under his control right now. So yeah, Arlo pulled back up. He was like, oh, hey, Cass. Like, hey, Jackson, like, what's up? And they were both like, oh, Arlo, hey. And Cass knew that something was up with Arlo. She was like, he's not looking good. He's like, hey, Arlo, like, if you need to talk, like, I'm here for you, man. Like, I got your back. He was like, hey, thanks. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that a lot. And then he was like, nah, I can't let anyone know what I can't let anyone know what I was doing. Welcome, Miriam. Welcome, Palmy. Welcome. So yeah. And then my least favorite part of the episode last week, Rain in prison. Basically signed her death warrant because like she was just walking around during lunch. She like saw where her and Black would usually sit. She was like, looks like he managed to get out. But then some sketchy motherfuckers pulled up to Rain. They were like, hey, come sit with us. Like, let's chat it up. And Rain was just like, oh, I don't feel safe with these guys. And she was like, these guys could be trouble, and I'm getting out soon, so like I should probably just like tell them. And Rain did the stupidest thing ever and like started telling them like everything like that Black told her. It's like, Rain, what are you doing? What is she doing, bro? Rain fumbled so hard. I want Rain to survive too, Wheel. I want Rain to be on the party. But she is not gonna be on the party. She is gonna die. Then, the best part of the episode, hands down. The best part of the episode, hands down, was easily the best part. Jude trying to talk mad shit. Jude trying to be mad disrespectful to Keon, and Keon basically just kind of being like, hey, I didn't know about this. I didn't know about any of this. This was done without him knowing, so how could I have known? Like what's up, bro? What's up? Like, why you being a hater? And Jude was just kind of like, man, we thought you were special. We thought you were up there, Keon, but it looks like you're just trash after all. And he was and he like grabbed Keon and he was like, "You're lucky you still have a job. Like, how dare you speak to me this way?" And that's when Keon did the big baller move. Like, Jude was like trying to like intimidate him, grab him up, and Keon was just like, activate that memory recall. He saw a copy of Unordinary in Jude's memory. Now, why the fuck did Jude have a copy of Unordinary? Why was that in his memory? Why was that there? Why was that there? But yeah. So yeah, then he like was able to see that like that Jude was the one who killed William, and Jude was like, and Keon was like, yeah, you better treat me with some respect. If you got real questions, you should be talking to the warden and his team, because Blight got away under his watch. So yeah, but why did Jude have a copy of Unordinary? Also, Pommy, Unordinary adaptation is getting worked. Anime adaptation is getting worked on. But yeah, that's where we left off last week. So Jude was just kind of like, ... So why does Jude have a copy of Unordinary? That's what I want to know. That's where we left off last week. So, without further ado, all right, we're in there. Let's go. Here we go. Back to the normal schedule. No more few minute delays. We are back. We are back. So yeah. Okay, we're at the hospital. Oh, fuck. How are we pronouncing his name tonight? Guys? Tiaric. It was not William's copy wheel. All of William's copies were destroyed. He confirmed that. He had to rewrite the entire thing and print it for John. That book was not at William's house. Okay. But yeah, we're at the hospital, so we're here for Tiaric. So, Love and General Plus, actually. Also, I'm just realizing now, the hospital symbol in Unordinary is green. It's a green plus. Green cross, probably because I guess it's illegal to use the red cross. Anyway. Oh my gosh, and we're here with Tiaric. And who comes to see him? His older sister, his badder sister, Farah herself. Farah, hey, I brought you some sweets. Same fucking eyes, basically the same like skin tone. It's so weird and like strangely off-putting to see the Bureau be like friendly and gentle with each other. Like, Valerie came to see Byron, they went to see Cassandra, stuff like that. Farah is over here with her brother, just kind of like, hey, like, I brought you some stuff. Like, I know you like this stuff, so, you know, Mom says hi, by the way. She said she's making your favorite dinner on Sunday. Also, yeah, Tiaric is still alive. And his eyes covered, so is he blind? How far does healing in Unordinary... We're probably not going to find out today. But how far does healing actually go in Unordinary? Farah, I brought you some sweets. Unordinary episode 364. 364! Wait. No. I know exactly what I have to do. Shut up, ad. All right, here we go. Okay, so Unordinary episode
364.
All right, there you go. All that just for a bit. I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. Anyway. So yeah. So she walks over, hands them to them. Your eye. They couldn't fix. Okay. Healing in Unordinary cannot repair completely like damaged eyes. Okay. So seemingly Arnold's arm isn't getting reattached. The Arnold's arm is not getting reattached. Maybe because like it in real life I'm fairly positive limbs can be reattached in a certain amount of time. I think well, like, so Pommy, so why is he in the hospital when he had a healing ability? So healing seem that, you know what? That's a good question, actually. Farah is stronger than Tiarik a little bit. And she also has like more abilities than him. Like, she's a complete Ember clone. He just has the little bit of regeneration. But also like healing in Unordinary, like healing abilities aren't perfect. They're not. We saw that there's okay. I know when we were talking about this, I was kind of like, I really don't like know how I feel about like John like using up a lot of aura and stuff like that, or like him saying he's not a good healer. But there is evidence to suggest that like healing does take up a lot of aura, and it does also take up a lot of time. For example, Elaine, as far as we know, is one of the strongest healers in Unordinary. We have met healers stronger than her, but she is one of the strongest. And because of that, we can also look like she wasn't able to completely heal Remy, to completely heal Ison. Like she wasn't like it takes a toll to like heal someone. So it absolutely makes sense. And also when Arlo and Cass were out fighting Spectre, when the Bureau showed up, they had a healer who I would think would be like stronger than Elaine. Like I think would be a more powerful healer than Elaine. Like they had like a government official healer, but they also still had to go to the hospital and get looked at and everything. I think the best healer we've met in the series is Doc, who is able to get people back up on their feet, like with a few tonics and everything. But like he's not a healer. Like that's that's medicine that he makes. So it makes sense. It makes sense that like, you know, we're kind of seeing like limits to how far healing can go in the world of Unordinary. So I don't know shit about like medicine. I don't know shit about the medical field, but like I feel like reattaching an arm, if you're still able to do it, is a lot easier than like repairing a severely damaged eye. And Tiarik's eye was pretty fucked up. Granted, everyone. Granted. I'll tell you one thing right now. If Tiarik's eye is not completely healed, if Tiarik's eye is not fully healed up, I can accept Tiarik's eye not being fully healed. I can easily accept that. However, if Arnold's arm does get reattached, which like I said, I can accept that happening. I can absolutely accept that being a possibility. And Tiarik's eye can't be fixed. This woman is dead. Kuyo has a body count. This woman's organs, she was nearly split in half. If you can't repair an eye, you are not bringing back a woman who was almost cut in half. And this ain't no, oh, it's just a really deep cut. It's just a really like deep cut. Like Kuyo didn't actually cut her in half. No, like there is a gap. This is a gap. This is a gap in her body. Her body is starting to fall apart. Like this is a gap in her body. She is literally in pieces right, almost in pieces right now. This woman is dead. Uru, no. This woman is not in a coma. This woman is not in a coma. She's fucking dead. She's dead. She's not alive, bro. If Tiaric's eye is not fully healed. Solo. I know what Solo. I know what Uru wrote. I know what was written in Unordinary. I know what was stated on the news in the world. I'm telling you right now, no, the Bureau is just trying to cover up that one of them died. They're trying to say like, oh, she's comatose right now. And okay. I said this. I said this when me and the Jokers were doing like the character tier list. We were doing the character tier list. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. She probably was a terrible person. She probably is a bad person, or for all we know, she could just be like doing her job, you know, trying to fight the good fight, that what she thinks is the good fight. She could just be like a normal everyday, like she could be like Cass. She could be like Byron. She works with Byron. She could be like Arnold. She could be like Jackson, you know, just some guy doing their job. But you gotta feel for her. You gotta feel for her. Why? We hate Byron. We hate Arnold. Arnold has basically shown to us he's basically like Zeke. If Zeke were like even more aggro and like full of himself, he's basically like Zeke. We already know we didn't have to like Arlo because he was talking mad shit to Vaughn. We obviously hate Byron. This motherfucker stole my ability. Uru took my ability and gave it to someone who's fucking ass. We hate Byron. And also he's just a dick. Like, we hate Byron. But this lady, we know damn near nothing about her. She was just showing up to work one day. Byron literally like tapped her on the shoulder like, hey, like, we got a call about a vigilante. We got to go capture them. Like, you're on my team today. And she was just like, okay, cool. Like sounds good. Like let me just get a quick granola bar. You know, I'm a little low on energy. I forgot to get breakfast today. Also someone scuffed my shoes a little bit. She's like, okay, cool, no problem. Like, let me get some water. I'm also a little dehydrated right now. She literally just showed up to work, probably had the worst day, but was still just doing her job. And what happened to her because of that? Cut in half. Gets fucking killed. Bro, let's get some. What's her name? Her name's Melanie. Guys, we need some F's in the chat for Melanie. Melanie didn't deserve this. She probably did, but like, we don't know that she did. She literally just showed up to work. She was just doing her job. And she got killed for it. She had to work with the worst. She had to work with the most pathetic, the biggest fraud in all of Unordinary, and she got packed up. Bro, Melanie, we salute you, girl. No, we salute. Her name is Melanie now. Like, that's what I'm deciding. Her name's Melanie. She just showed up to work one day and she got killed. She absolutely got killed. All right. Enough of this bullshit. Let's actually get back to the episode now. Guys, remember when we were reading do you guys remember when we were reacting to Unordinary episode? I remember. Oh, wait. Oh, fuck. Wait. Oh my god. My bet's probably hold up. Do you guys remember when we were reading and reacting to Unordinary episode?
364.
Cuz I sure remember. That. Okay. Wait, who's Ellen? Remind me who Ellen was, Solo. Wait, do you mean Elena? Bro. Okay. Solo brought it up. So now I have to. Solo brought up Elena. So now I have to. Now we have to talk about it again. We got to bring it up again, guys. We got to talk about her. The most unfortunate girl in all of Unordinary. The most unfortunate girl in all of Unordinary. The girl that Uru named Wanky. Uru, why would you do this? Why would you do this to her? Oh my god. She got named Wanky. Solo, you brought her up, so that's why we're talking about it. Okay. Now we're actually getting back to the actual episode. Okay, your eye. They couldn't fix it. My ability's only half as effective now. What? Why? Because you almost died? What? I don't know how I feel about this. Oh, no. Okay. No. His ability is specifically tied to his eyes. Okay, so that's why. I don't think his level dropped. It's just that he can't use his ability as effectively now. So, okay. I thought he was saying, like, because his body's, like, so damaged, he can't, like, can't do shit anymore. Like his level's cut in half or something. I don't think that's what Uru's saying right now. Okay, but that caught me off guard. Exactly. Okay. I don't think that Uru's saying, like, level reduce, but it does make sense that his ability wouldn't be as strong as it once was. So maybe he will have a level reduce, but I doubt he's like, fuck, what would he be? Fucking yeah, exactly, Pommy, exactly. So is she gonna take over Love in Prison now? Like, Warden Farah? Warden bad bitch? Okay. I'm no longer qualified to watch over Love in Prison. The higher-ups contacted me earlier and asked me to resign. And Farah's just like, is she gonna turn on her little brother? Or is she gonna be like, I'll talk to them. I suppose I can't blame them. Being outmaneuvered by a group of high schoolers is deplorable. Perceiving them as mere high schoolers is why you She's fucking turning! Oh my god! At the drop of a hat. Time and time... Okay, maybe she's not. Time and time again, they've been underestimated by the Bureau. The reality is that These are some of the most powerful ability users of our generation. How old are you, Farah? Wait, is she like Cass's age? Bro, no 07s in the chat. No 07s in the chat for Tiaric. What are you talking about, Pommy? This guy's ass. Duly noted. For the job I don't have anymore. He clenches his sheets. I've got an opportunity for... Okay. What's his code name? Okay. So actually, if she's recruiting him for Ember, I think this can be confirmation. That his level has not decreased. It's just not as effective. So he's still a high tier, at least most likely a god tier. Because all Ember agents we've met thus far are god tiers. I've got an opportunity for you. Oh? It's an experimental position, using tools you're familiar with. One that lets you remain powerful, grants you a chance at retribution, and restores justice all at once. Sounds a bit too good to be true, but I'm listening. What's his name? So, Tiaric. It's his left eye. It's his left eye. Torch. His Ember name is Torch. Or like Tinder maybe, but I don't know. Oh my god, Torch and Arson, or no, Torch and Ash. Oh my god. And he's like relatively close to Arlo in power level 2. Well, that doesn't really matter because like Valerie and Byron and Byron were teamed up before, and like Valerie's like a whole level ahead of Byron. One that lets you remain powerful. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, we're cutting to the night. We're in Brannish again. Back to Brannish, baby. So, we're in Brannish. Blake, in the bathroom. He's just kind of like, got fresh out of a shower. Opens the door. He sees John. Ready for a shower, but he's remembering everything that John did to him. John's hair is also getting a little long again. Looks like it's growing out a little bit again. Better get in there while the water's still hot. And John, talk to him. Yes. Hey, can we talk for a second? I'm not really in the mood to talk right now. Can it wait till later? I wanted to ask. While you were in prison, did you interact with anyone who could play back your memories? What the hell? How did you know? Because you don't seem like yourself. And you don't think that has anything to do with me being locked up for weeks? No. Oh, wait. Bostonian. No. This is different. Listen. I spent 3 months getting readjusted with an instructor named Keon. And you recognize the name? Keon's job is to use your own past to turn you against yourself and everyone around you. I hate him. Nothing he showed you is real. Don't know. It's real, John. The memories are real. Let Blake say his piece. Blake, you need to say your piece. And John, own up to it. Own up to it. And tell Blake, hey, I'm trying to be better. I'm trying. I know it isn't right, but I can't help myself. It's taking me everything to not just deck you in the face right now. That's why I can't be around you. Sorry, man. And John just... Keon, you motherfucker! And Sarah's still, like, scratched up a bit, too. And Sarah's just like, John? What's wrong? Was that slam you? Blake might be back, but Keon messed with him. Our old beef seems fresh on his mind. I wouldn't be surprised if Keon also forced bad thoughts about Remy and Ison, or even you into his head. As far as we saw, Keon did not goad him into hating Sarah. You tried speaking with him? Can't stand the sight of me right now. And I don't want to push... Okay, respect to John. Respect to John. Because I don't want to risk making his condition worse. I'm telling you, so Remy and Ison setting up Blake's bed. I can't shake the feeling. What feeling? That he's hiding something from us, you know? I could scan him. Hey, have either of you seen Blake? Yeah, he went up to get some air. Okay. Sarah and Blake, like I said, Sarah is gonna be the mother figure, the glue for this arc. Because Sarah's the only one Sarah is like basically kind of still the only one who's like relatively okay. So Blake on the roof just like, hey, mind if I join you? Go ahead. My presence doesn't seem to affect him as much. Why are you up here all by yourself? It's quiet, I guess. Hey, did John ask you to come up here? Yeah? We're both worried about you. Blake sits up. I'm familiar with your situation. And I know there's probably you want to get off your chest. Talk to me. Might as well try. Whenever I see any of them, Remy, Ison, or John, all these shitty memories instantly pop into my head. And I feel this intense anger building up inside of me. I've tried my best to push these feelings out, but it's like my brain's been rewired. Have you told Remy or Ison about this yet? No. I don't want them to know I'm having these bad thoughts about them. They probably already blame themselves for what happened to me. If they found out I was thinking the same thing, they'd be devastated. It isn't their fault I got caught. It's because I'm weak. No! Don't think like that right now, Blake. He is the weakest of the group, but he's still strong. He still pulled up to Tiarik and was like, what's up, Warden? I'm big dog. Anyway, my thoughts just aren't my own right now. And I feel like a fucking failure for not being able to control them. If I were you, I'd let them know anyway. You're right. It will hurt them. But they'll understand it's not how you truly feel. ... You know, after John was done with Keon, all he felt was shame. He didn't tell a soul about what happened. Eventually, he internalized everything. And you saw what that did to him. She's remembering the fight with John, his breakdown. He hated his ability. He hated himself. It was painful, not being able to help him while he suffered. All alone. Remy and Ison would do anything for you. Do you really think they won't notice while all this is eating you up inside? I won't sugarcoat it. The flashbacks, the nightmares, they'll stay with you for a long, long time. Keep hiding it, and you'll just be dragging everyone else through hell with you. That was really abrupt. That was very abrupt, but okay. It just ended. That was a little weird actually. It just like, hey, end of episode. No Kuyo this episode, which is really weird actually. Where's Kuyo? All right. Maybe. Most likely, yeah, most likely. No, it's just weird, Palmy, because like usually there's like a little bit of like a bigger like gap in the paneling. Like usually there's like a little more like white or black space. But like this one, it was just like, episode's over. Well, at least they are together now. Also, remember, Cameron is now looking for John with Scarlett. Oh, okay. So, Wheel. Charlie definitely gonna be starting shit soon. Charlie definitely gonna be starting shit soon. What if Cameron pulls up to Brannish? What if no. I wouldn't say this is a cliffhanger, Wheel. I wouldn't say like every chapter of an ongoing series is going to be a cliffhanger. This isn't really a cliffhanger so much as just like a regular ending of a chapter. Like this was a nice end to the conversation. But like what if like Cameron just pulls up to Brannish and is just like, who the fuck is this elite tier ass villain? Like destroys him. Charlie pulls up. Wait. Let me cook a little bit. Cameron. Searching for John with Scarlett. Obviously, we know that. Heads to Brannish. Charlie sees him. And he's like, Cameron's got a car. Cameron's got to have a car. But sees Cameron. And he's like, who's this guy? Like, like you dress a little fancy. Like, what, you get lost? Like, this Brannish is my turf. I'm big dog here. And Cameron's just like, who the like, you dare speak to me like that, peasant? Let me check your level real quick. Elite tier? Completely obliterates him. Goes and gets John and Sarah. Or no, just gets John. He says like, fuck you, Sarah. Like you stay away from my nephew. You no good Nick. Like, you stay away from him. Like, they leave. Charlie sees the license plate. He gets some detail about Charlie is a bureau plant. Absolutely is the new bureau plant. But he gets the deets on Cameron. Like, they were like, the bureau, like, they're like, why haven't we heard from Charlie in a bit? Like, what's going on? And he's like, so they go to Brannish. Charlie's like, I'm dying. Some fuck ass with white hair pulled up. You're like, what? Like, what did he look like? He looked like Cameron from episode 300 or 296. He looked like Cameron from Claire's flashback. And here's his license plate number. The Bureau's like, we know where Cameron is now. We can find him. Mobilize. He's hiding John. I would assume that Charlie's using Am solo. Look, Pommy. Look. Charlie could still start some shit. Okay. Like, I thought that they would have to choose between, like, protecting Beatrice and going to save Blythe. Yeah, I was wrong about that. But no, absolutely, Charlie is going to be a problem for the group. Uru introduced him Uru teased him, specifically, like, showed us his silhouette for a reason. He's going to absolutely be a problem at some, like, very, very soon. Like, honestly, I would not be surprised if, like, I'm saying this right now. Charlie, definitely, like, Bureau plans. Either, like, he's actually part of the Bureau but kind of undercover, or he's just like their replacement for for Waldo. And, like, you know, he's most likely a bit stronger than Waldo was too. Yeah, like, he's probably more like stronger than Waldo was too, like, without the enhancements. But yeah, no, he's absolutely going to be a problem. Exactly, Solo. Exactly. Because another thing too, people are like, okay. We know that, what's his name? I want to say Ian, but I don't think that's his name. Bimmel. Okay. I guess I have to find the episode myself because the Uno. The Uno wiki is not up to date. No problem, Wheel. I'm glad you came by still. I'll just have no one to talk to Jungle Juice about. Oh, it is Ian. His name was Ian. So yeah, Ian. Like, Uru has shown Ian coming to Beatrice's house twice this season. Like, she's shown him coming to, like, collect money twice. And, like, that's also, I'm pretty sure that's also why we got the Charlie tease. No, that wasn't the first episode. But yeah. So, like that's for a reason. That's just not, like, showing, like, oh, Charlie has goons coming out. Like, no, that's for a reason. Like, we know that, like, someone is keeping tabs on Beatrice. We know that someone's keeping tabs on her. But also, Beatrice is getting a lot of food lately. For a lot more people, for a woman who I think would have only one like one person to live with who lives in that place. Granted, Remy has an alias. She's Rosie currently. Ison and Kuyo, they also have jobs. So like, but like, their names are getting plastered all over the place. So yeah. Beatrice might die. I don't want her to. I really don't want her to, but like, she's a low tier. She seems to be like somewhat strong-willed because like she's obviously like very thankful to them, but like Uru likes hurting Remy. Like, Uru likes hurting Remy. Killed her brother frame 1. Yeah, like Uru kind of likes putting Remy through some, like I said like a while back, in terms of like Remy and like John's stories are very, very similar. Like, John shares a lot of similarities with like a lot of the main cast, but like his and Remy's stories are like very, very connected. Both like, you know, losing people to the Bureau, both being neglected by the Bureau and everything, like both having like a deep hatred for the Bureau for different reasons, but like both like, well, like similar, very similar reasons now, but like both have a very deep hatred and like disgust with the Bureau. But yeah, like Pommy. Beatrice has like 1 or 2 death flags that are just very, very big because she's a low tier, but also like she is not the one with the most death flags. You want to talk about most death flags? I hate to say it, I love her a lot. I don't want it to be her, but if we want to talk about who's got the most death flags right now, if we want to talk about who's most likely to die, I don't want to say it. I don't want to be right. I really don't. But if we're talking about who's got the most death flags, see ya, Miriam, see ya. It's her. It's easily her. It's not even close. Like, Cass, I don't want you to die, Cass. I really don't. But Arlo's gonna be manipulated. Arlo's gonna be gaslit. Oh. No, okay. Rain just collected the most death flags because she literally no, she not. She Okay. Kuyo's got a few. Solo, but they're not as big and obvious as Cass and Rain's. Kuyo's got like a few death flags, but so does like Arlo and like Blake, and well, Ison had some, but like he just got that level up. But like, okay, Alex. I'm going to, I always admit, I am the #1 Elaine hater. But I am not saying this as the #1 Elaine hater. I am saying this as an objective truth. Elaine is not a good character. Elaine cannot be a good character, but just barely has any development. You need development to be a good character. Elaine is literally the most nothing burger character there is. Like, and the development that we do get for Elaine, the development we do get ultimately just winds up to, hey, I want to be your guys' friend, but I don't want to be loyal like that. I don't want to get involved with the shit that y'all crazies be doing. I don't want none of that. But if you guys want to get pizza sometime, I'd like to get pizza. But like, no, like, you guys want to change the world? I don't know about all that, Chief. Like, keep me out of that. Keep me out of that. I don't want none of that. And that's fine. That's perfectly okay and fine and understandable. But that is so fucking milquetoast. That is the bare minimum for a character. Elaine, you can literally replace Elaine with Remy. Yeah, we'll lose a healer. We'll like, the school will lose a healer. But like, so what? So what? And also, here's what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that Elaine's not going to appear in the story anymore. I'm not saying that. Like, it's very unlikely that Elaine is done with the story. However, if she does not appear again, I could also understand that. I had this discussion with someone. I had this discussion with someone on Reddit because people were thinking that like Grayson was like that Uru sunset Grayson as a character. If we're talking about sunsetted characters, which I don't really think of the important named people in the story, I don't think there's really been a sunsetted character. The biggest two examples though are Elaine and Cecile, because Cecile hasn't been seen in over 100 episodes, which is fucking crazy to say, honestly. But the last time we saw Cecile, she, like, Remy and Blyke were trying to recruit her as like the Jack of Wellston because Blyke didn't want to be the Jack. But she ultimately said, I don't want to be associated with these losers. And so, like, Ison, this will be good for you. So, later. Like, I'm not taking it. And we've never seen her since. We have not seen Cecile since. That could kind of be seen as, like, passing the torch to her successor. Because, like, Ison was basically, like, Cecile... I think, like, Cecile's, like, second in the press. Or, like one of her best writers, definitely. But then, also, Elaine. Elaine has always said, I don't want the smoke. I don't want none of the smoke. Y'all are almost getting yourselves killed every day. I experienced that once when I went to John's apartment. That was enough for me. Like, I don't want no part of any of this. Y'all are getting yourselves in life or death situations once a month now. I don't want none of that. Like, I just want to go to school. I want to hang out with my friends. Yeah, I'll still heal you because I'm the school's healer. But, like, I want to hang out with my friends, bro. Like, I just want to go shopping. I just want to drink boba tea. I just want to go to class, bro. Like, what? Like, I almost died. And, yeah, Elaine did almost die. Like, but, like, and Elaine, like, and, like, she's like, also, you guys aren't very nice to me. Like, you guys just kind of brush me aside. And I don't like that. That doesn't make me feel very good. That doesn't make me feel like a person. And then, what? Next time we see her, what is she like? What was that the last time that Elaine appeared? Did Elaine appear in the Wellston War at all? I don't think she did. I know that she was named because John was like, I need Elaine's healing. But like the last time we saw Elaine, which I'm pretty sure, like, Arlo was like, hey, can we talk? Because seemingly he wanted to apologize to her. Like, hey, you're right. Like, I've kind of just, like, used you and that's not cool to you. So I'm sorry, my bad. But, like, she said, like, what any sane, normal person would do. She's like, hey, I'm hanging out with my friends. I ain't got time for you right now. I'm hanging out with my friends. And that's totally okay. That is perfectly okay. Elaine, everything up to that point was literally just like, oh, what's Elaine gonna do this episode? She's gonna get brushed off by Arlo. Like, again, highly doubt that Elaine and Cecile are done with the series. But if they are, that's how you sunset a character. Anyway. You know what? Hold up. You actually bring up a very, very, very good point, Keyshawn. Keyshawn, but okay, here's the thing though. Here's the thing though, Keyshawn. It could be Elaine. There are so many people more qualified to do that for Arlo though. Like Elaine is one of the last choices it should be to help Arlo get his memories back. Elaine is at the bottom of the barrel. I'll tell you this right now. You want to know who's above Elaine? Surprisingly, as to like who should help Arlo get his, if it's not any of the main cast, you want to know who's like higher than Elaine to help Arlo get his memory back? Cecile is a higher priority to help Arlo get his memory back than Elaine. She is also very close to the bottom of the barrel, but Cecile is higher priority for helping Arlo get his memory back. Why? They actually have history. They were both under Ray. Like they were both like she doesn't like Arlo, but she has some level of respect for him. She was his queen. Like there is like some level of respect there. Because like Cecile doesn't like Arlo. Cecile still respects Arlo though. She does respect him. But like Ventus and Melee, two of Arlo's cronies who like work under him directly, who like report to him basically, they should help him because they were also helping out with the safe house. Holden, literally Arlo's one friend. Also, here's why I definitely think that Holden is also going to reappear in the story, because Uru does know what his ability is. And I'm telling you right now, there is a reason why Arlo and Holden are friends. And I think it has to be because Holden is an elite tier. Holden is very low compared to Arlo. But I think that Holden has a crazy ability. Uru, if Holden is literally just a strength enhancement, if Holden's ability is not sauced, if Holden's ability has no sauce, I swear, Uru. I swear, man. I swear. Ugh. But yeah, no. Like, there's so many more higher priority people to help Arlo get his memory back. Here's also the other thing. Yeah, Zeke is a bureau purist. Like, yeah, Zeke is like, I work for the bureau now. Sylvia's whole thing is about restoring Wellston's reputation. Her whole thing is about restoring the glory of Wellston. Sylvia cares about levels. Sylvia said, hey, if you're not a mid-tier, you're not coming back next year. Like, if you're weak, sorry. This is a school for the true peak of society. Like, if you got a shit ability, get out of here, cousin. I'm not letting you stay in my school anymore. School is never supposed to be for y'all. School is supposed to be for the true elites of society. You're telling me that the woman who said no low tiers at my school, you're telling me the woman who said no low tiers at my school is going to be on board with letting Wellston go from 2 god tier kings to high tier kings. And also, when she saw the leveling, when she saw that Remy, Blake, and Ison were the queen, king, and jack, when she saw that and she was like, why are the strongest students not the royals? That's very strange. I don't like that one bit. You're telling me that the woman who saw that 2 high tiers and an elite tier when 3 god tiers should have been the royals, you're telling me the woman that saw that is going to be okay with handing off the keys to the hierarchy, to the title of royal, to someone who's an elite tier, someone who constantly gets his shit rocked. No, I don't buy that for a second. This woman is obsessed with restoring glory, and Wellston going from having god tier kings to like near god tier kings to high tier kings, god tier royals to like god tier royals, high tier royals. You're telling me she's gonna be okay with having an elite tier royal? Cecile might still be queen. But Zeke is king? Get the fuck out of here. That's not happening. Sylvia is very much like, bring back the glory to Wellston to which it once was. No, Keyshawn. No. Nope. You know why? That doesn't work? Because Arlo avoids Elaine like the plague. Like, yeah, sure. Like we've seen her. My thought, Pommy, is she's probably gonna bring in some transfers. Like, she probably, like, I'll admit, I'm talking out of my ass right now. But she probably has, like, a few connections. She'll probably bring in some transfer students. I don't think we're done at Wellston at all. But she'll probably, like, transfer over some students and be like, behold, Wellston's glory is being restored. But yeah, no. Zeke is also in his last year, Keyshawn. Zeke is literally a fourth year like Arlo. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway. I don't know. Nope. Zeke is literally in the same year as Arlo and Cecile. All right. No. What? What did Dory Girl say? What did you say? All right. Okay. Here we go. It's reread time. It is reread time. Here we go. Strong language. Lovin' General Hospital. So, Tiarik, he's big fucked up. Is that, guys, is that the voice? Hold up. Before we get to the reread. Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. Here we go, guys. Attention, all students. Please report to the auditorium. We have some important announcements to share. Like, what? Is that a submarine? I don't know math. Again, all students, please report to the auditorium. Evie. I miss you, Evie. You guys know what this is about? Nope. Guess we'll see. Chatter. Oh my gosh, who is that? I feel like I've seen her somewhere before. Good morning, everyone. It's wonderful to see so many fresh faces. My name is Madam Sylvia. I was the previous headmistress of Wellston before Vaughn, and starting today, I will be standing in to lead the school once again. Standing in? What happened to Vaughn? I regret to inform you due to concerns from staff, board members, and parents alike, the Bureau opened an investigation on Headmaster Vaughn and found him unfit to continue his position. This soon? I know this may come as a shock to many of you, but rest assured, Wellston will be in good hands. I will make it my absolute priority to maintain and restore the prestige of Wellston Private High School. Maintain and restore. That's not going to be very maintained if an elite tier becomes king. So that all those who graduate have a brilliant and outstanding future ahead of them. But in order to accomplish that, as new headmistress, I will be putting a few additional rules in place. First, all clubs will be inspected and evaluated. If they are not up to standard, then they will be discontinued. Second, the school's hierarchical order will be reinforced. Ranked matches will take place monthly, and to gather accurate readings on students' rankings and levels. Third, we will be closely examining each student's ability growth. Starting next year, those with an ability level of 2.4 below 2.4 will no longer be allowed to attend Weston. What? And those with ability levels above 4.0 will be awarded special privileges. It's about time. No way. Aren't there a lot of people who don't meet those level requirements? Yeah, especially in the safe house. For many of you, I'm afraid this will be your last year. But Wellston Private High School was never a school meant for just anyone. It is a place for only the best of the best. Following this assembly, I'll be calling all top students up to my office to get acquainted. I am looking forward to meeting everyone. Let's all work together to make Wellston a wonderful place and restore it to the powerhouse it once was. Meeting dismissed! Oh my god, I hate myself. I need to get another water. All right. Hope y'all enjoyed that bullshit. All right. Let's go ahead. Actually go through with the reread now. Here we go. Hey, I brought you some sweets. We didn't even see what she got him. I'm actually kind of sad about that. Actually a little bit sad about that. So Unordinary episode Unordinary episode. So, she hands him the bag. Your eye. They couldn't fix it. My ability is only half as effective now, and I'm no longer qualified to watch over love in prison. The higher-ups contacted me earlier and asked me to resign. I'm not gonna lie. Tiarik, absolutely a villain. We cannot trust this guy any farther than we can throw him. But I do strangely kind of feel for him. Like he was just a guy, like kind of like Melanie. He was just a guy. He was just a guy like doing his job. Like he was just a guy like basically like doing the job that he's paid to do. And it all just kind of goes up in flames because of a bunch of high schoolers. So yeah, like I like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like, oh, poor Tiarik, he didn't deserve anything. This was absolutely deserved. But he was just a guy doing his job. But yeah, I suppose I can't blame them. Being outmaneuvered by a group of high school students is deplorable. It's also interesting that like even in the higher ups, it's kind of like, oh, you couldn't like handle this. Like even like within like himself, there's some self internalized hatred of like I'm pathetic. Like I got outmaneuvered by these kids. Like that's deplorable. That's pathetic. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Perceiving them as high schoolers is why you lost. Keyshawn, have you read any of the episodes at all? Like honestly, have you read any of them? Yes, we know he has extra abilities. We know he has regeneration. We know that he has an extra ability. That is exactly why John said that. We know that he has access to converter technology. That's literally in this episode. Farah says it's working with tools you're familiar with. All right. Time and time again, they've been underestimated by the Bureau. The reality is that these are some of the most powerful ability users of our generation. That is a strange sentence, in my opinion. It's probably true. It's most likely true. But, like, Remy's now as strong as Ray was. Remy is going to get God tier. She's not... I don't want anyone saying right now, oh, Remy's already a God tier. Like, she already leveled up. She's already at level 6. Like, no, she's not. Like, Uru literally just confirmed that a day or two ago, Ison finally became a high tier. Remy is not a God tier yet. Remy is still 5.8. But, like, Remy's as strong as Ison is now, or Ray was now. Ison just got high tier. Like, there are a few, like, and, like, Blake is, like, you know, he's still 5.1. So it's a little strange. Like, Blake's not as strong as Cecile. I think Ison is equal to Cecile's level now. But, like, I wonder if they are talking specifically about level, or if they're more so referring to like how much their skills have gotten honed. Like, okay, Keyshawn, I'm not saying that like, oh, like he was just like, he's innocent, he didn't deserve any of this. Absolutely he did. Like, he's working with the, like, yes, obviously he has some knowledge. Actually no. Actually no. We can't say that, Keyshawn. We know that Tiarik knows he has another ability. Because again, Farah says you be working with technology you're already familiar with. But she does not say outright, she's not saying outright, hey, do you want to be a part of Ember? Like, hey, like, do you want to come work with me with the Ember Project? Because you know so much about the Ember Project. Like, the only thing, from what we can gather right here, the only thing that we can know for certain is that he is obviously aware that he does have an extra ability, that he knows about the technology to some degree. But we do not, we cannot say for certain that he knows everything. We cannot say that. I'm not saying that like he didn't have this coming. I'm just saying like in this, like, this situation kind of sucks. I was like, yeah, like one night, like you lose everything because like these like high school students like pulled up and like broke out their friend. That's kind of freaking bro. There was. It's been moved now. I don't know. Okay. There used to be a prison fairly close to me. Like a 30-minute drive from me. There used to be there is a prison like an hour drive from my hometown. And guess what? A very famous psychopath was at that prison. Me as a normal citizen who, not going to say that. Me as a normal citizen in the real world, if I saw on the news that four teenagers and a young adult, like 21, if I saw that 4 teenagers and a young adult broke in to a federal prison or some type of prison, or any type of prison, jail, I can see people sneaking out of jail. I can see that. But like breaking into a prison, seemingly a maximum security prison, not just like sneaking in, snip, snip, oh, no trace detected. No, like the prison started to get put into lockdown. They managed to like severely injure the guards and like get away. They managed to once they managed to like take down one of the strongest guards at the prison as well. And they managed to like get their friend out and like also almost kill the warden. I'd be terrified of that. I'd be absolutely like, what is happening? First of all, who are these kids? Like they're doing this? Like these kids can do this? What? I would be like, oh my god. No, that's actually terrifying. That's scary as shit. So like, yeah, I could feel for Tiarik a little bit. Again, I'm not saying like I like this guy at all. But like, damn, like, bro, like you're losing everything because like something really unpredictable happened. That sucks, bro. I'm sorry. The same way I feel bad for Melanie, who just showed up to work one day and got cut in half and is fucking dead now. She's not comatose, dude. If you can't fix Tiarik's eye, this girl Melanie is not alive. But yeah. Okay. Now, I wonder if, like, when she says some of the most powerful ability users of our generation, that's very interesting wording to me, because are Farah and Tiarik closer in age to, like, John and Cass than, like, she is to, like, Valerie? Because Valerie definitely looks old, but Farah looks like she could be, like, around Cass's age or a little bit older. I want an episode from a random city. Bro, that would actually be so. That would actually be. Okay. How would I honestly react? If. Yeah, no, I can't. I don't live in a major city, but I do live in a big city. And like I'm next to a major, like I can literally take one step and end up in a major city. There are 2 big universities near me. I went to one of them for a semester. If vigilante, if I saw on the news that vigilantism was becoming a thing again. And not only that, if I saw on the news that like a group of 5 high school students down the street from me. Not down the street from me. No. That wouldn't be possible. But in my town, if I saw that group of 5 high school students fought against government agents and police and put up a great fight, managed to severely injure a lot of cops, that'd be fucking insane. That would blow my fucking mind. I'd probably be terrified. I probably would be terrified. Me as a genuine human being, I'd like to say that I would not drink the Kool-Aid and like I would be like on board, like, yeah, fight the good fight, kids. No, like I would like to think that I would be able to say that. But if it actually happened, no, I probably would be like, what the these were kids? Like these were 5 teenagers and 3 of them got away? Like 3 of them got away? Are you kidding me? And not only did 3 of them get away, but like they managed to break out the 4th? Actually, no. We would be told that 4 students attacked the bureau. Meaning 3 of the 4 got away and they just broke out the 4th. That'd be terrifying. That would actually be terrifying. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, most powerful ability user. So I don't think she's talking specifically about level. I think she is talking about like these kids are mastering their abilities. Like these kids are getting crazy strong. Okay. So Seal's 5.2. Okay. I thought she was 5.3. My bad. Oh, no. That's right. I think Remy. No, wait. What was Remy's old level? Was Remy 5? No, Remy wasn't 5.3. No way. No, she was 5.4. She was 5.4. That's right. Okay. I do too, Joey. I think it's fairly obvious that they are. But I would just like a simple confirmation of like, oh, what's up, big sis? Or like, my little brother is coming on board. Like my little brother has agreed to like join us in the fight against them. Wait. A fight's coming soon. A fight is coming soon. Ember is getting more agents. Ember's getting more agents. And seemingly, the group's getting more allies. We know of 6 Ember agents. Potentially 8 with Tiarik and Arlo. Let's assume best case scenario does happen and Arlo is able to rejoin the team. 6 Ember agents, 6 main casters. Kuyo is in the fold now. So that's 7, but Tiarik is seemingly also in the fold now. That's 7 versus 7. Cassandra, if she doesn't die, she's definitely siding with the main cast. But we also have Jude to worry about. We also have Emmett. And Jude knows about Ember. We haven't gotten confirmation yet that Jude has Ember abilities. But Jude knows about Ember. So does Emmett. But right now, if we're assuming the best case scenarios, we got 8 versus 7. I'll tell you this right now. Blyke and Ison, they are not Blyke, Ison, and Remy, they are not handling an Ember agent on their own. Remy might be able to handle... No. Remy should be able to handle Byron once she gets up to God tier, because Byron is ass. But no, that's a 7 versus 7, and it's not looking good for the main cast. But anyway, continue. So Tiarik just kind of looks away. Duly noted. For the job I don't have anymore. And Fargus, I've got an opportunity for you. Oh? It's an experimental position, using tools you're familiar with. One that lets you remain powerful, grants you a chance for retribution, and restores justice all at once. Sounds a bit too good to be true, but I'm listening. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Pommy, exactly. She definitely, don't get me wrong. Once Byron busts out Botanist, though, it's over for Remy. Remy was able to handle Byron with Ember abilities. Remy was able to handle, do fairly well against Byron with Ember abilities only. But, as soon as he busts out Botanist, she's done. She's done. What do I think will happen when they meet Aslo again? It's going to be ugly. It's going to be gross. They might try to talk to Arlo. Okay. They might try to talk to Arlo, Doey. They might try to be hey, Arlo, it's us. You need to come with us. We're your friends. Don't you remember everything that, happened? And he's going to be I'm not falling for your guys' bullshit again. I'm not going to let you guys manipulate me like you did last time. They fixed me. They fixed me from the bullshit that you guys put me through. I'm not falling for it again. He's probably going to attack them. But, as far as we've seen, Pommy, so, okay. I know I like shitting on Byron, and it's true. Byron is the biggest fraud in Unordinary, but, he is still super strong. He is still a god tier. He is still 6.0. And seemingly, you can still use your ability when you're using Ember stuff. Because Tiarik was still using your generation. And Farah was still being forget everything. So, yeah. So, I I'm not, like, I don't doubt at all that Byron can use Botanist when he's using his Ember abilities. Probably. And here's another thing, Keyshawn. Like, she says specifically, like, hey, like, they've been underestimated by us, like, for too long. We've been underestimating them for too long. And, like, she's gonna, like, the Bureau knows they're gonna come for Arlo next. The Bureau knows they got Blake. Arlo's their next target. They're coming for Arlo next. And, like, I definitely think, I want Arlo to come back to the team. I want Arlo to come back, fight the good fight for what's right. What I think may happen with Arlo, this is just like my thought that I had once. What I think may actually happen with Arlo is that he dies to save the others. I think that Arlo, because he made the sacrifice play already. He's made the sacrifice play out once, and it got him caught. Once he gets his memories back, and, like, he knows everything, and he makes the actual judgment call that he, like, doesn't believe the Bureau, that he is against Valerie and Farah, they're not letting that go. I think that Arlo will die after he's fought his friends, after he's shown them that he's loyal to the Bureau and their cause, that he does not believe in their cause anymore, that he has no attachment to Ray anymore for Remy. I think that once he shows them that, they'll probably forget about, like, they might, like, run from him one time. Arlo will get his memories back, like, try to, like, buy them time to escape while they've already escaped. Valerie and Farah will kill him, or he'll die somehow. Maybe he succumbs to wounds. But I think Arlo will die believing that his friends hated him. And later they'll find out, no, Arlo actually fought to save you guys in the end. That's just a thought I had once. But anyway, here we go. Oh yeah, it's very, very interesting that they say that she says retribution. The reason why I think that is because no, that's kind of the whole thing with Ember, because once Kuyo knew about Byron and was, like, threatening to, like, post that shit, Byron went after Kuyo immediately. I was going to say, it's interesting that Farah is thinking of retribution, because I think that kind of fits, like, her, like, I don't give a fuck attitude. I can just wipe memories whenever I want. I'll bust out my Ember abilities whenever I damn well please. But no, that's kind of fitting with Ember as a whole, or, like, from what we've seen so far. Anyway, Tiarik is interested. Baranish. Blake, fresh out the shower. He's like, ha! Ah! Slaps himself. Sees John. Thinks of the memories. Better get in there while water's still hot. No, like, I don't know if John, or I don't know if Arlo is, like, okay, Arlo definitely about to become a killer if they recruit him into Ember. Who I actually think Arlo will kill first is Cass. Valerie already thinks somewhat little of Cass. We saw that in the episode where she was like, you need to do more, like you're slacking. And Cass was like, I'm doing everything and they think I'm slacking? Are you kidding me? Valerie is not as friendly with Cass as she is with, like, Farah. Now, think about this. Cass, it's already known to Keon, that Cass is not on board with Ember. Seemingly, Keon might not be on board with Ember either. It's still too early to say for certain. But seemingly, Keon's not on board with Ember either. But he is like, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. But think about this. Cass is aware of everything. And it seems like they're keeping Arlo from Cass for a reason. Trying to, at least. What if Arlo gets the Ember abilities? What if Cass tries to talk to Arlo about Ray? Tries to talk to Arlo like, hey, this isn't what you believe in. Like, this is what you believe in. And Arlo talks to Valerie. And Valerie finds out that Cass isn't on board. Valerie killed Arlo's mentor. So what if Arlo kills Ray's mentor? Just a thought. So, John, hand on Black's shoulder. Can we talk for a second? Black. Gah! I'm not really in the mood to talk right now. Can it wait till later? I wanted to ask you. While you were in prison, did you interact with anyone who could play back your memories? What the hell? How did you know? Because you don't seem like yourself. And you don't think that has anything to do with me being locked up for weeks? No. This is different. Listen. I spent months getting readjusted with an instructor named Keon. And you recognize that name? Keon's job is to use your own past and turn you against yourself and everyone around you. I hate him. Nothing he shows you is real. Don't give in to it. I'm trying! I know it isn't real, but I can't help myself. It's taking me everything to not deck you in the face right now. That's why I can't be around you. Sorry, man. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Black looking a little strong, though. My man's got a six-pack. He on that prison diet, though? Like, bro, my man's looking pretty fine for a prison diet. Keon, you motherfucker. John out the shower, walking up to Sarah. John? What's wrong? Was that slam you? Blake might be back, but Keon messed with him. Our old beef seems fresh and on his mind. I wouldn't be surprised if Keon also forced bad thoughts about Remy and Ison, or even you into his head. You tried speaking with him? He can't stand the sight of me. And I don't want to push him, because I don't want to risk making his condition worse. I'm telling you, Ison, I can't shake the feeling. What feeling? That he's hiding something from us, you know? I could scan him. Hey, have either of you seen Blake? Yeah, he went up to the roof to get some air. And Blake just chilling on the roof by himself. Hey, mind if I join you? Go ahead. My presence doesn't seem to affect him as much. Why are you up here all by yourself? It's quiet, I guess. Hey, did John ask you to come up here? Yeah, we're both worried about you. I'm familiar with your situation, and I know there's probably plenty you want to get off your chest. Talk to me. No, this isn't the first Blake and Sarah conversation. I was gonna say it is, but it's definitely not. It's definitely not. But I like that Uru is putting Sarah and Blake together. I like that we're getting that because, like Sarah said specifically, she is the one who chose Blake to become Jack. Whenever I see any of them, Remy, Ison, or John, all these shitty memories instantly pop into my head. And I feel this intense anger building up inside of me. I've tried my best to put these feelings out, but it's like my brain's been rewired. Have you told Remy or Ison about this yet? No. I don't want them to know I'm having these bad thoughts about them. They probably already blame themselves for what happened to me. If they found out I was thinking the same thing, they'd be devastated. It isn't their fault that I got caught. It's because I'm weak. My thoughts just aren't my own. Well, I mean, like they had like a few interactions during the safe house stuff, which was cool. And I feel like a fucking failure for not being able to control them. If I were you, I'd let them know. Anyway, you're right, it will hurt them. But they'll understand it's not how you truly feel. You know, after John was done with Keon, all he felt was shame. He didn't tell a soul about what happened. Eventually, he internalized everything, and you saw what it did to him. He hated his ability, and he hated himself. It was painful not being able to help him while he suffered. All alone. Remy and Ison would do anything for you. Do you really think they wouldn't notice while all this is eating you up inside? I won't sugarcoat it. The flashbacks, the nightmares, they'll stay with you for a long, long time. Keep hiding it, and you'll just be dragging everyone else through hell with you. They've had a few. It's definitely not a lot. Definitely a hell of a lot more than Arlo and Blake. But yeah. Good episode. Question of the day. What is Tiaric's Ember name? I'm going with Torch. Alright. I am going to hop to the bathroom real quick. But we will be back. I'll be back in a sec because we are also going to be doing Jungle All right, we are back. So, Pommy, if you're still here, thanks for stopping by, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah. So now, let's go ahead, head back on over to Jungle Juice. Last time, Carl Davidson was like, "Bro, I still don't trust you, Ma. You still kind of weird. Like you still, I don't trust you, bro. How do we know that Cinderella's real? Has anyone ever seen anyone use it?" And Professor G was like, "Yeah, I have. Don't get me wrong. Like, this guy hates himself, but like, I trust him. And by the way, Cinderella's real. I'm gonna give it to Gaon, and yeah, here you go." Oh yeah, and then they were like, "Oh, by the way, Su-chan, you got to take Cinderella now." So yeah, you drink it. So that's where we were. Let's go ahead and pop right over to this. So here we go. And like I said last time, I think it makes a lot of sense to like basically have Su-chan return to a normal human, because Breeder is after Su-chan because of his complex and everything. So obviously it makes sense to be like, yeah, we cannot let that happen. So return to normal. We will figure out another way to stop Breeder. My turn? What do you mean by that? Are you telling me to drink this right now? Yeah. I heard from Gaon Sin about Breeder's ultimate goal. He wants 2 specimens to create a perfect chimera. And one of them happens to be you, Su-chan. He's right. Professor Ma. Bro, they couldn't get him a body? Breeder told me that his research is nearing completion. He wanted me to see it with my own 2 eyes. That's the only reason he spared me. If you think about it, Breeder has been overly obsessed with you, Su-chan. It's highly likely that you are the target of his next attack. But there is a surefire way to prevent that. Su-chan, drink this and become human again. Then Breeder will no longer have a reason to pursue you. Moreover, his current plan will have to be scrapped. Here. Hye-song? Hye-song? Do not try to swipe that from Su-chan. Do not, Hye-song, do not turn right now. Take it. Drink Cinderella. And become human again. You've been waiting for this moment. I'm keeping my wings, bro. I'm keeping my wings. I'm keeping my blackout mastery. I'm keeping my complex. I'm keeping it all. I'm keeping compound vision. I'm keeping hunting Cinderella. Come to think of it, I only joined Nest in order to acquire a bottle of Cinderella. To get rid of my wings and become a normal human again. Yeah, see, we saw her. I tried my best to become a valedictorian in my class. This is it. I should drink this and become human again. Like I desperately wanted to. Is it going to work on him? Are you sure you're going to be alright? It was a chance to become human for good. Okay. And I was wondering what you wanted to talk about. I guess I should have expected as much. You were there too. Why didn't you just do it? Why did you just put that there? Why didn't you just put this ahead? Why? Why cut to this? You didn't even build suspense at all. No tension. It is true that I want to become human again as soon as possible. However, I'm afraid now is not the right time. If Breeder wants my power... Even Professor G is just like, great, you just fucked us, you dumb little bitch. It means this power can be used against him. I will become human again after defeating that bastard. Allow me to fight by your side. I'm only here to get rid of my wings. He's definitely no longer that wimpy kid I knew. Okay. But just in case, you should hold on to this. To tell you the truth, I would drink this right now and be done with it. However, I still have a lot of work to do. Including the promise I made you, Bomb. Promise? I'll do whatever it takes to bring Han-san back. Keep looking out for me. Did he refuse to take Cinderella because of that promise? By the way, what's everyone else doing? Oh, about the others. Nami wanted some time by herself. Nami! Saying she has some business to take care of. Captain Carl is currently at the laboratories with the boys. Apparently, Hansong's condition stabilized while we were on our mission at the Baltic. He said they'll try to utilize the jungle juice recipe Four Eyes obtained there to create a cure for Hansong. I will fight Breeder to protect Hansong and everyone else. I heard from Captain Carl that you defeated that predator. Your power is special, Su-chan. If you want to keep your promise, use that power to help us. Looks like a lot of things are happening at Nest right now. We have deployed all agents to keep the city safe against the attack by Breeder. We are waiting for further instructions, Professor Ma. We must patiently wait now. Breeder, Apprentice is surely going to come. She's alive, Professor Ma. Your power's special, Su-chan. Special, eh? I've always considered my wings hideous. I just desperately wanted to get rid of them. I always thought my wings were my downfall. It looks like I'm not the only one who can't fall asleep. Want to have a drink? How are you flying? Huijin? What about Hye-song? Oh, he said he'll sleep at the patient room today. He's worried about Doa and Junyong's injuries. He can't leave the two unattended or something. I see. So it's just the two of us? I'm lucky. What do you mean by lucky, Su-chan? Whatever I do to you tonight, I don't want you to hate me for it. Can you promise me that? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. But I'll never hate you for anything. What? My vision is fading. I'm sorry, Chu-chan. You're going to be just fine. I only added a little bit of Hana's toxin to your drink. But this is the only way. If I don't do this, you will watch out for Breeder. He's going to do anything to get his hands on that dragonfly boy. Huijin? Don't worry, Su-chan. I will be by your side. It finally happened! Shocked fun fact with an entomologist. That is not the alone time we wanted. Well, wild forensics fact, I guess. We can identify exactly what bad thing an insect ate even years later, just from its shed exoskeleton. Chitin, an exoskeleton, acts just like keratin in hair and to store chemicals. This helps solve murders, so it's gotta help with a questionable first kiss, right? Cockroaches do use trickery in real life. It's called thanatosis, aka playing dead. They flip on their backs and freeze. There's gonna be some bullshit. Like, because he was fee trained, because he's got the blackout mastery, he's immune to Cinderella or some bowl jizzle. There's gonna be something. Yeah, pretty alright episode. Pretty alright episode. Wow, almost 2 hours again. Craziness. Alright, well. 'Twill be it for now, I guess. Yeah, question of the day, is it going to work? Question of the day, what's TRX's Ember name? Let me know what you all think down below in the comments about everything. And guys, as always, we'll be back next week for more craziness, more Unordinary. And I'll see you all then. So as always, see you, Space Cowboy.